Welcome back to Introduction to Penetration Testing. If you remember from our last video, we were installing python-nmap. In this video, we're going to use python-nmap. If you remember from our last video, we stopped at the part where we imported nmap into our Python. Our next step is that we're going to create a port scanner, or call the port scanner process from the nmap module. So what we've done here is we've just typed in nm. nm is a variable. We're going to create a variable named nm, and that variable is going to equal nmap.PortScanner. Now, whenever we use that abbreviation of nm, it means call the nmap.PortScanner. What we need to do is we need to have a target to scan. I've already got a Metasploitable target up and ready to go. Now we're going to scan that target. It's now starting its scan. As you can see, the output isn't terribly good, but we do have some information here. So part of the information that we can see is that the command that was used to complete this scan was the nmap-o capital X until we get down to here. Okay, let's just check that out. We'll just use another command that sort of just will give us that command line. I'm going to do a Control L just so to clear the screen. So I'll be Control L. I'll be clearing my screen between each command to make it a little bit clearer for you. This command gives us the scan information. So it was TCP that we're looking at. The method was connect, and the services were from port 22 to port 443. This just gives us the readout of the command line. So this is the command that was used in order to get all the information that we had. The next command that we're going to be looking at will bring up all the hosts that were scanned. In this case, there was only one host, so there'll only be one host scanned. So now that we've seen all the hosts that we've scanned, we're going to have a look to see if we can find the host name of all the hosts that were scanned. In this case, we're just going to do the one target, which is 10.0.2.5. In this case, you'll find that there won't be any any host name, because this one doesn't have any host name. But as you can see, there is no host name. We just have the two single quotes, and that's to be expected when we don't have a host name. Now notice the change here is that we're putting in the square brackets, and our target goes within the square brackets, and then the process that we want to call. When we're looking at this, this is basically saying nmap.PortScanner 10.0.2.5.hostname. Let's do our next one. We're going to have a look at what state our target is in. Is it up? Is it down? We know it's up, but let's have a look and using our nmap scanner just to check. So we start off with our nm. As you can see, it's come up with our state is up. Our next scan, we'll be looking at all the protocols that was being scanned, all the protocols being used within the scan. And we can see that we've got TCP. Our next scan is we're going to look at the different keys. And there's our dictionary key, so it's host names, addresses, vendor, status, TCP. Our next one is we're going to look at who has TCP. So this is basically saying that does 10.0.2.5 have TCP port 22? And obviously in this case the answer is yes. Let's try it, or true I should say. Let's try it again, and this time do it for port 80, and we should get true. If we do it for port 23, we should also get true. Let's try it for port 777, and it's false. So that's looking at it with has TCP. Our next one, what we're going to do is, instead of doing that, we're just going to go tcp.tcp, and it gives us the state is open. Used a synac. We remember what a synac is. We've got the name as SSH. We've got the product is OpenSSH. We've got the version. We've got the version of the protocol. Now we're going to do that scan again, but this time we're just going to do it slightly different. It gives us the same information. So now that we've done all that, I've just cleared my screen and opened up a new Python 3. To get out of Python 3, Control D. I'm just going to import nmap. I'm going to do my port scanner. I'm going to just do a quick scan. So we've got our quick scan done. Then we'll just do an all hosts. Now I'm going to clear my screen, and I've got a bit of a script that we can use to print out a fair bit of information in a bit more of a formatted manner. This script is in the description below. I'm just going to hit enter. Now it looks like nothing's happening, but if I hit enter again, we can see that we have our hosts up. If we had multiple hosts running, it would print all those as well. And that's what you can do using python-nmap.